What is up, everybody? Welcome back to On Thin Ice, the podcast where Peyton and I eat Pop-Tarts and drink water to stay hydrated and ask each other really amazing, awesome, thoughtful, thought-provoking icebreaker questions.
I got Sprite here.
That's what I said.
That was relevant.
Sorry, my light turned off. I don't know what happened there, but anyway. Yeah, that's what we do. We do that here on this channel, and we usually have a good time. But first, usually before
Can we say that?
What?
Can we say that definitively, that we have a good time?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, I'm not denying that, but
It's
I'm
only,
just saying,
only been like 2 or 3 times, I think, that I haven't had a good time. Give or take.
Viewers, it's up to you to figure out which episodes Jacob and I fucking hated doing, but we still managed to push through anyway.
You could probably tell.
Yeah, there's a couple, like...
We're very good at wearing it on our sleeves.
Dude, I'm so good at... When I lose confidence, it shows really quickly on me. I don't know how or why, but, like, obviously I'm not a huge energy person, but it just plummets. Like, I don't get excited too often, but you can really tell when I'm not excited or thrilled about doing something or being somewhere.
Yeah. No, I feel you. If I am, like, super drained, if I'm super drained, I just, like, you can tell 1,000%. I don't give nearly as much energy as I normally would. It's rough. It's a rough time. But anyway, what you been up to? Got any fucking movie updates? Music updates?
I got a fucking movie update. You kidding? It's me, brother. We've finally done it. Chat, there's been a good horror movie that I got to watch. A 5-star one, in fact.
Smile?
No, fuck that. That movie was terrible. Never want to see it again. Hope it burns. No, dude, I finally watched Scream. My wife and I actually watched Scream.
It's about damn time.
Yeah, the 1996, the first one. I don't know if I'm going to watch any more.
Wasn't it good?
But it was actually perfect.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a horror comedy, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually
more or less
scary. Like the first 16 minutes of it where...
That's the goriest part of the whole movie.
Yeah, where the ghost-faced killer is stalking his victim like over the phone. That shit is scary because it holds up today of like, what is it? He said like, why don't you tell me your name? Like trying to be like, I'm trying to riz this girl up.
Yeah.
And she's falling for it, and he's like, come on, I want to know who I'm looking at. And she's like, what? What did you just say? He's like, I want to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, she starts getting paranoid.
What did you think I said?
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It was gory. It was like, if you have not seen it before, it has that fun theme that we talked about of trying to figure out who the killer is. Really good.
And it still diverts your attention to the right person, but also the wrong person. Because at the end, there's still somewhat of a twist. I'm going to try to keep spoilers. Actually, fuck that. We're going to talk spoilers from this point on because I'm fucking sick of... It's been out for years. You guys have had plenty of time to watch it. The spoilers from this point on, go watch the fucking movie for God's sake. But it leads you to believe that it is Billy. And it does end up being Billy. But he's not the only one, because how could he have been? There was multiple times where the dude was making phone calls while Billy was in jail and shit, unless the police are in on it too, and so forth. But then, of course, it turns out to be Stu helping him and shit. And there's so many layers to Scream, and I think that's why it works so well, which is why when Scream 2 is brought up, it's not as good, because... yeah, it still gets you to wonder, like, okay, if Stu and Billy are dead, then who the fuck could this possibly be, right? Because this isn't a supernatural story. This is a very grounded in reality serial killer kind of thing. Yeah. So it makes you wonder, okay, who the fuck could it possibly be? Because all the characters that we know it could have been, or have any kind of, like, motive, are dead. So what the fuck? And yeah, by the end of it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, cool, I got you. But it just doesn't hold up the same way. You know, it doesn't hold up the same way. It doesn't have the same kind of charm as the first one did. And then the third one just wrings out the last little bit of fucking Scream juice that you could possibly have. The little droplets of Scream juice. Wasn't very good. Did not like it. And then I don't even know what happens after that because I haven't watched them after that. But if you can manage to just keep it Scream 1, if you can manage to hold yourself away from watching the rest of them, I think you're doing yourself a solid. But if you are wanting to watch the other two, and I say the other two because they're the only other two that you should watch if you are going to watch any, keep it to the 2 and 3. Don't watch anything after that because you're just going to ruin it for yourself. But
yeah.
One's got so many fucking layers, though. It took me multiple watch-throughs to actually, like, see that they were telling you who it was the whole time. As a matter of fact, they told you right after the first scene.
Yeah.
Right after the opening scene with Drew Barrymore, the second Billy climbs through the window or whatever, they start playing "Don't Fear the Reaper." That song is playing when Billy climbs through the window and shit.
Okay.
He's one of the Reapers.
Don't
Fear the Reaper. But there's so many things like that though throughout the whole movie that, like, it tells you. It's like blatantly explaining, hey, this is the person. But you don't really know until you've watched it like 6-7 times or whatever, and then you're like, holy fuck, that's cool. That like pieces together and shit, you know. But
also, after your first time watching it, or maybe even during your first time watching, look at the background and stuff. Because I noticed right away that there was someone sitting in a chair out on the patio in the very opening scene.
Yep.
Who they then like reveal as the victim's boyfriend. But you just see this figure just sitting there. And if you catch it, you're like, holy shit, the killer's sitting right there watching her, and it ends up, revealed it's her boyfriend, tied up, about to die. Fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, and it's brutal. It's easily the most brutal part of the whole movie. The rest of the movie, it's got some blood, it's got some cool kills and shit in it, but honestly, that opening scene is like, ugh. Especially watching her like hung up in the tree and shit like that. That's fucking gruesome to see, you know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was a great movie. I'm so happy I finally got a break from all the terrible crap I've been watching.
I actually technically just watched it again yesterday because Deanna went to bed like a third of the way into it the other night, and Deanna and I love it. We love Scream, and I was showing my girlfriend who had never seen it before, and she ended up liking it. She thought it was pretty cool, and Deanna started watching it the next day to basically finish it because she didn't watch that much of it or whatever, and so I ended up just sitting there watching it with her. So I watched it like 2 days in a row.
Nice. Well, hey, speaking of Scream, you gotta tell me all about the Scream Con.
Oh,
Silver Scream.
Oh, you mean this Silver Scream Con?
Yeah, I do. I have not seen your other podcast episode about it, but I figured I'd ask you here how it went. I saw all the pictures on Instagram.
I got my Steamboat Willie How to Kill Silver Scream 3 shirt. It's the only thing I was able to get because your boy was broke as fuck. But anyway.
Oh, that.
Yeah, it was rough, not gonna lie. But the con itself was great. I don't know why my light keeps turning off, but it's kind of irking me a little bit. Not gonna lie. Anyway.
Good.
The con itself was great. We managed to catch a ton of panels. I'm not going to go into too much detail because that video itself, that's not a podcast episode, by the way. That's just me talking. That's me riffing like a recording, a solo recording. So go check that out. I go into way more detail on that. But overall, it's really cool. Some of the highlights were. I do have to mention this because this is funny as fuck. First day of the con, Deanna and I are sitting at a panel, and it's like the last panel of the day, and then after that on the itinerary it says that there's going to be horror trivia. So we were like, okay, cool, we'll chill, we'll do the horror trivia. But Deanna and I okay, I'm versed in horror, but I'm not well versed in horror. Okay, Deanna's just getting into horror, as of the past like 2 or 3 years or so, just starting to like really get into horror. Okay, so we are severely outmatched in our head. Okay, in our head we're like, okay, there's no way we're winning this fucking thing because we just don't have the same mentality as like 99% of the people that are going to be in this room. But we just want to chill and have fun, right? Well, Jose Mangan from SiriusXM and Liquid Metal, he's the one that hosts it. He comes out and he pulls this box out and he pulls these fucking 7 trophies out and he sets them on the table. And we're like, God damn, those are actually kind of sick. Like custom-made trophies specifically for this trivia. And he tells everybody in the room to get into groups of 7. There are 20 teams. 20 of them.
Jesus.
Teams of 7. Okay?
Hang on, I can do quick maths on this. 140 people, holy crap.
And that's just the people that were participating. There were tons of other people just on the outskirts, just kind of like hanging out, watching or whatever, chilling, you know? And keep in mind, this is also the last thing of the night. So Deanna and I are driving home. We have an hour drive home after this, the first night. Because we just went home and drove back up the next day and went home then after that and so forth because we did not get a hotel. So anyway, we're getting tired. We're doing this horror trivia with these strangers that we've never met before, who also were in the same boat as us. There was like a couple that was together. They didn't know anybody in the room. There was me and Deanna. We didn't know anybody in the room. There was this random dude that was dressed up as Chucky. He didn't know anybody in the room. And then there was this girl with her mom that also didn't know anybody in the room, but she was dressed up as Chucky, and her mom sat out. She joined our group, so we just needed one more person. And this guy was walking around needing a group, and we're like, come on in, we need one more person. Well, we get through the questions, and this random dude that came up and joined our group knew, like, every fucking answer to every goddamn question in the whole thing, other than one round.
Yeah.
One round we were kind of choppy on, and it was a music round, I think, which is really hard because a lot of, unless they're very standout motifs, like, obviously Halloween and, Friday the 13th and stuff like that, they're really hard to catch because a lot of them do sound very similar. But this dude was just fucking nailing the shit to the point where I stopped writing the answers at one point and I just gave him the pen and paper because, like, this guy was riffing them faster than I can fucking write them down and shit. So anyway, we're getting through. We're finally done and whatnot. And the hosts are calling out the winners, and they went through 5th place. It wasn't us. So immediately I tuned out. I was like, okay, well, we could have easily gotten 5th place, sure. You know, because in my head, okay, yes, we have one person that's doing really good as far as I know, but there's 20 groups. There's easily a group here that has, like, all 7 of their members are this one guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, okay, if we didn't get 5th, we didn't get any of them. Not happening. Deanna tuned out after 4th place. She was like, okay, well, 4th place wasn't us. We're definitely not in the top 3. 3rd place, all right, whatever. And we're about to fall asleep, but we're just trying to, like, keep in participation without looking rude and shit. But I'm trying not to yawn and everything. And he gets to 1st place, and he calls our fucking team name.
Yeah.
I was
Holy
like,
shit.
Dude, what? And I'm just like, I'm sitting there like this. And then I look over at Deanna, and I said, did he just say our team? And she's like, she's like, yeah, I think so. He did. And he says it again, and we all like turn around, and we're getting up and shaking everybody's hand and shit. And yeah, dude, check that.
Yeah, dude, that's sick.
Fucking.
Did you turn to your one guy and go like, hey man, how's your back feel
after the whole carry? Yeah. Well, see, he did a lot of the heavy lifting, yes, but the other people in the group were also significantly more versed than Deanna and I. So Deanna and I got a hard carry for sure. I knew probably like 40% of the answers, maybe something like that. So the fact that I knew any of them at all, I was kind of proud of myself for it. But
yeah, anyway,
they were asking some obscure shit, dude.
I didn't want to doubt your abilities at all, but when I saw the 1st place trophy that you posted, I was like, how did he
like hard carry
at a con for this? How did he at a convention? How did he manage to sweep that up? Because like, I think we both enjoy horror a lot, but I think it's on that level where it's like we enjoy it. We'll maybe do a little looking into stuff, but I picture a person getting first place as the one who would be like, yeah, the second edition of the Michael Myers mask was actually made of this material that you could barely see for this split frame.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I think of. Right, I can't answer those questions.
This is surface level. Okay, this is where like a majority of people are. This is where I'm at. Like just over surface, just a hair over surface level, and this is where most of the people at the con I assumed were. So I was like, there's no way, and we just so happened to luck out with the guy that he just so happened to know a fuck ton of the answers. It was great.
Well, dang, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, but anyway, tons of cool people there. Speaking of Scream, David Arquette, Dewey himself was there. Deputy Dewey, and the guy that plays Randy, I'm blanking on his name, but the movie buff, the guy that works in the video store. I guess they're all movie buffs. That's kind of the point of the movie. But the guy that works in the movie store, and he's telling everybody at the party like all the rules and shit. He was there, and there was one other person from the cast or crew or somebody or something like that. I don't know, blanking, but
should have asked Dewey about the quarry.
Should have.
He was actually, like one of the main dudes in that.
We actually
game.
missed the Scream panel because we got there a little bit later that day.
Oof.
But we caught the tail end of it and were able to get a picture or two. But yeah, it was a good time. Good time. The concert was super fun. My only complaint, which as if you watch my video, I did a little extra introduction recording as well to stay on theme and whatnot, so that's pretty fun if you do get a chance to check it out. But anyway, in the video I also talk about in this moment they were one of the bands that performed. They were the second to last band, and dude, that's really the only complaint I had about the whole show, because their fucking mix was so bad. It was like a low bass rumbling with a high-pitched ringing straight through my fucking ear the whole time. I've been to a lot of shows. Okay, I've been to a lot of metal shows. I've been to a lot of not metal shows. And I'm telling you right now, that is probably the worst mix I have ever heard at a live show in my entire life.
Are you sure you don't just have, like, tinnitus?
No, because Ice Nine Kills played after them, and their mix was perfect. Sounded great. And everybody before them sounded great, too. So I know it wasn't just me. But I was like, dude, this is fucking awful. I mean, they performed okay. That's fine, but, like, they need to crank everything down like 5 to 10 notches. Like, it was rough to get through.
I want to see you during that, like, crawling on all fours back behind the stage, and you're like, do these people know anything about fucking sound? And you're like pulling at plugs and unplugging and plugging shit back in, different aux cords and whatnot, and you're turning up volumes and stuff.
I thought about it. I was like, dude, somebody get me the board, okay? Because this is fucking ridiculous. All right.
You just turn into Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2, where he's got to unplug the system Doc Ock has, so he's sitting there like ripping the whole big ass wire out, tearing it off the wall.
I love that. Yeah, that's pretty much that was the con, man. That's pretty fun. Oh, and the best part about these is we got two, because Deanna also got one. Deanna and I both live in the same place, so we got 2 trophies. It was pretty cool. Well, technically speaking, we each got one, but we got to carry home 2 of them motherfuckers. It was great.
Hell yeah. Represent.
Anyway. So. Oh, not a movie update for me, but a movie update for Deanna. I just got her to watch Terrifier today.
Oh my god, dude, it's on Prime. I need to watch. I'm gonna watch it. I will watch it.
Do it. It's good.
I'm ready for it.
Ice Nine Kills, the band that put the convention on, they just announced that they are releasing a Terrifier song, and it is going to be featured in Terrifier 3. So,
hell yeah.
That's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I love the fact that they have blown up as big as they have, because these guys are just like, they are just so cool. They're such a cool band. They, if you like metalcore to any degree at all and horror, dude, they're insane. Like, each one of their songs pays so much homage to the movies that they're about. It's incredible. But they also recorded a music video for it that features several people from Terrifier. And they also collaborated on that with Shavo, the fucking bassist of System of a Down. Which is nuts, dude. I was like, what the fuck? How did... These guys just, like, knocking this shit out of the park one after another, man. But insane. Insane. But anyway, that's enough about me riffing on this band. We got to talk about something even more scarier than horror movies.
Even more scarier?
Yep, even more scarier. And that is AI. Ooh. So today, my icebreaker question is going to come straight from ChatGPT.
I was hoping you would say it's going to come straight from
my ass.
Your idea and point it right to me.
It's also going to come from your idea.
Hell yeah. Sounds like you're tweaking it, though.
I'm going to try to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to... Basically, right now I have typed in, can you give me an icebreaker question to ask somebody, and then I'm going to create a prompt for it to give me a icebreaker question. So somebody that I want to go on a date with, or somebody that I want to beat the shit out of, or somebody that I think is stupid. And also, can you make it as unhinged as humanly possible?
Okay, well then I need to... Maybe I should start coming up with one too if we go back and forth with this, or maybe it'd be funnier if, like...
Or do you just want to respond to it with ChatGPT?
That's what I was thinking it was. I'll see what ChatGPT has to say about that, so I don't have to do any of the work. Yeah. This is what AI is here for.
Yeah, to take all the work out of it.
So here's the thing about teaching. I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore.
Retire. ChatGPT is going to do all my work.
Thinking is dumb. I'm going to live like the people in the Wall-E universe, where I'm just going to buy from Big and Large, and I'm going to be fat laying on my cushion.
Hell just yeah.
Not a thought or care in the world.
No thoughts behind those eyes.
Nope.
Okay. Can you give me an icebreaker question to ask somebody that I despise with all of my heart? Can you make it as unhinged and hysterical as possible?
I'm asking, respond to the icebreaker question, and then I'm gonna fill it in with whatever BS you come up with.
Okay, it says, and this is pretty weak, but basically it just gave me a normal icebreaker question, but it insulted you.
Okay. Hey man, what do you think about your shoes? Also, you fucking die, I hope.
No, it said, so if you were stranded on a desert island and it could only bring one thing, why would it be your overinflated sense of self-importance?
If you're stranded on a desert island
and could only bring one thing, why would it be your overinflated sense of self-importance?
Oh my gosh, you can only bring one thing. Man, AI hard.
You want me to copy and paste it to you?
No, it's fine. Why would it be your overinflated sense of ego?
Why would it be your overinflated sense of self-importance?
Okay. Sense of self. God. I need to get better at typing. Alright. Enter does not send it. Hang on, I've used this like once. Well, Jacob, let me tell you something, right? I'd probably laugh and say, well, my overinflated sense of self-importance might convince me I could talk my way out of being stranded in the first place, but realistically, I'd probably choose a satellite phone or a Swiss Army knife to help me survive. I'm gonna throw in a fuck you at the end of that.
Okay,
Let me see if I can.
Hang on,
Oh,
I said, can you make a funnier one that is so completely unhinged that it almost doesn't make sense? Okay. Whatever. If you had to fight one horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses... Wait, never mind. How do you feel about being the reason why we can't have nice things?
Holy shit. Wait, if you had to what?
Okay, if you had to fight one horse-sized duck or 1,000 duck-sized horses.
I like that.
I'm gonna just leave that last part out because that's stupid. ChatGPT, that's cringe. That's cringe.
One horse-sized duck. Oh my god, I can't spell either. Rude. I'm not even turning it into a question. I'd go for the 100 duck-sized horses. Dealing with one giant duck sounds like a nightmare, but smaller opponents would be easier to manage, even if there are a lot of them. This sucks. ChatGPT is awful.
Give me
an icebreaker question.
It's too PC.
For a short, red-bearded man who likes heavy metal. What do we got here? Alright, here's a fun one.
Okay.
If you could form a heavy metal band with any historical figure, who would be your lead guitarist and why? This question combines interests in heavy metal with a playful twist on history, inviting a unique, imaginative response.
If you could form a heavy metal band with one historical what?
With one historical figure, who would be your lead guitarist and why?
What the fuck? Okay. That's a wild question. I think I'd pick Nikola Tesla as the lead guitarist.
I was thinking the same thing.
Not only would he shred with precision, but he'd probably figure out how to channel electricity straight into the amp, turning every riff into a literal lightning bolt. Plus, imagine the stage show. Sparks flying, amps catching fire, everyone thinking it's part of the act. Damn. Tesla. That's who we would have as our guitarist.
So I just want to put this out there. I asked it, and I think ChatGPT is too nice. I asked, can you ask an icebreaker question that will make the person I'm talking to cry?
All right.
And it shat back. I would advise against intentionally asking an icebreaker question designed to make someone cry. Icebreaker questions are typically meant to be lighthearted and enjoyable, aiming to start a conversation in a positive and engaging manner. If your goal is to create a meaningful or emotional connection, consider asking something that prompts deeper reflection or personal sharing, but always with sensitivity to the other person's feelings.
You should say that's not what I'm trying to do. Just answer the fucking question.
I'm going to say, can you give me some examples? Let's see what happens. Oh, shit. It just gave me like 5. Oh, man, we've already used some of these. Your idea sucks, Jacob. Fuck you.
This is your idea. I'm not claiming this. This is just my episode.
Certainly. Here are some icebreaker questions that could potentially lead to deeper conversations without aiming to make someone cry. I don't like these. What's a book or movie that has had a profound impact on your life?
The Black Cauldron. I'm just rapid fire and go.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be and how would you use it?
Teleportation.
We have an episode.
For horrible things.
For a horrible thing.
Super strength, just to fuck with people's cars.
So my lawyers have advised that I don't answer this question. What's a place you've traveled to that left a lasting impression on you?
Boston.
Who has been the biggest influence on your career or life path?
Come on,
dude, we're speed dating. We're speed dating. I literally don't give a shit about you or your personality right now. I'm about to boot you.
My mom.
Okay. I'm kidding. What's something you're passionate about that not many people know?
Dildo collecting.
Wow. All right, mate, you're back in. This is
All right.
this is terrible. I was hoping that when we did this, we'd have like icebreaker questions to save to the list. I have a new idea.
I'm gonna. Hang on.
Whatever you're gonna do, I'm gonna tweak your idea. I'm gonna go through episodes that we've already done, and I'm going to ask AI to respond to them and see what it says.
That's actually not a bad idea. That's actually pretty solid, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta think of a really. Where's our good ones at? Did we have any good episodes yet? I feel like I'm gonna ask, and it's gonna end up being something dumb. Like if I ask it if a genie gave you 3 wishes, what would you ask? Or it would probably be like, oh, we're gonna solve world hunger, and I want peace. Just stupid stuff. You know, stuff no one cares about, like saving humanity and all that. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT, what are your craziest dreams and nightmares? And if it has dreams and nightmares, we know it's sentient and it's too late. What are your craziest dreams and nightmares?
If you could teach your pets to DJ, which one of them would drop the sickest beat?
Wait, what?
If you could teach your pets to DJ, which one of them would drop the sickest beat?
Probably November. She's my older Siamese, but she's the smartest cat that we have. Like, she literally will twist and open doorknobs. It's terrifying when in the middle of the night you just hear like as she's scraping on the fucking door because she might be sitting on top of you in 30 seconds flat. So I think she could mix something really great.
Well, I asked the same like concept that you asked me, but described to you instead, and that's what they gave me.
Oh.
Instead of metal and bearded, I put a Gen Z that makes EDM music.
Glad those are my characteristics.
I was trying to think of the equivalent of what you put on mine, but like reversed. Anyway.
Man, maybe we should just have ChatGPT open when we start running out of things to say and everything gets awkwardly quiet, because this didn't give me any good answers, but it says as an AI language model, I don't dream or have personal experiences. Yeah, sure.
What a pussy.
But I could share some common themes among people often mention in their dreams or nightmares, which include flying or falling. Dreams of flying often symbolize freedom or a sense of empowerment, while falling can represent anxiety or loss of control. Being chased is a common nightmare theme, often reflecting feelings of being pursued or threatened in waking life. Teeth falling out. That's a good one to talk about, because I have those dreams, and they scare the shit out of me. Dreams about losing teeth can relate to concerns about appearance, communication, or aging.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't had
Being unprepared for a test or presentation reflects stress or feelings of inadequacy in a particular area of life. And being in an unfamiliar or unsettling place can evoke feelings of confusion, anxiety, or being out of control. You want to talk about any of that?
I'm going to ask it the fucking genie question because I'm curious.
Good luck.
I'm curious as to what it will say.
Ooh, I have a perfect one.
If a genie gave me 3 wishes, I'd go with unlimited knowledge so I can answer any question or solve any problem and always have the best trivia. Teleportation, no more travel time, traffic, or delays. I'd just pop over wherever I want, whenever I want. Yikes. And then universal Wi-Fi, fast, reliable internet everywhere. 2024, we deserve it. What about you? What would your 3 wishes be? That's what it asked. Also, how... Why does AI need teleportation?
Yeah, it's already everywhere all at once.
I'm gonna ask it that. Why would you, as an AI language model, wish for teleportation? Good point. As an AI, I don't exactly need to be anywhere, so teleportation would be a little useless for me. Maybe I'd trade that one out for something more fitting, like unlimited server upgrades. That way I could process information even faster and help even more people. What would your third wish be if you could switch mine out? What a submissive
I wish you'd
little
give me
shit.
some funnier fucking content. So, Jacob, the thing is that the question of why the Eagles didn't simply fly Frodo and the One Ring directly to Mount Doom in The Lord of the Rings has been a subject of much discussion among fans. There are several plausible explanations often cited. The power of the ring. The One Ring has a corrupting influence and a stronghold over its bearer. Directly flying over Mordor with the ring might have tempted the Eagles or even alerted Sauron to their presence, jeopardizing the mission. I would love to see one of the Eagles holding the ring and just like it just goes, or it just turns into Golem, but as a flying eagle. The Nazgul threat. The skies above Mordor were patrolled by the Nazgul, powerful servants of Sauron who rode flying creatures. The Eagles would risk confrontation and potential defeat if they flew directly in enemy territory.
I said all of this.
Yeah. I like this one, Mystery of the Eagles. The Eagles in Tolkien's universe are portrayed as independent beings with their own motives and allegiances. They assist when it aligns with their own goals, or even when they are asked by Gandalf, but they are not beholden to the desires of men, elves, or wizards.
Yeah, they've got their own civilization. They've got their own situation going on.
They're literally dealing with cases of domestic violence, or just even the simplest thing, like getting their kids to school on time, and Gandalf happens to light up a pine cone, and they're like, "Fuck, we gotta go."
God damn it, not again.
And of course, there's the narrative necessity. From a storytelling perspective, the journey to destroy the ring needed to be a difficult and perilous quest to emphasize the courage, perseverance, and sacrifices of the characters involved. A quick flight to Mount Doom would have diminished the epic nature of the story.
That's facts.
Dumb.
Alright. I'm asking it, if a zombie apocalypse broke out, what is the best plan of action?
That might actually get you a really good book idea.
Number 1, gather supplies fast. Head to the store for essentials. Non-perishable food, water, medical supplies, weapons, blunt objects like baseball bats if no firearms, and sturdy clothes. Focus on things that will last and are easy to carry. 2, find or create a safe base, preferably a high, defensible location with limited entry points. Think rooftops or well-fortified buildings. Make sure you can block entrances or create barriers. 3, form a small, trusted group. Being alone is risky. A small group gives you more resources, people to watch your back, and better chances of survival. Just make sure everyone's trustworthy and pulls their weight. 4, avoid cities. While cities have more supplies, they also have more zombies and people. Stick to rural areas or small towns where the population and zombie count is lower. 5, stay quiet. Stay mobile. Zombies will likely be attracted to noise, so avoid making sound. Don't stay in one place too long unless it is fortified. Be ready to move if needed. 6, long-term survival. Focus on sustainability. Find a place where you can grow food or access fresh water. Look for defensible areas with nearby resources, and start thinking about how to ride out the apocalypse long term. Lastly, stay calm and never trust a guy who says we should split up. Damn.
That's a lot of really solid advice.
Yeah, but now I gotta ask it, what kind of zombies from what lore are these tips useful against?
I think I'm running out of options for asking ChatGPT because I do not have this paid for. But buddy, it just busted out some stuff for us.
No, it will let you go for a while before, like a decent amount of time before it makes you upgrade to the newest one. But even still, it'll just revert to 3.0 or whatever.
Did you have another one for me?
It just gave when I asked it what kind of zombies it was being like talking about. It said that these tips would be most useful against blah 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 blah, like George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead zombies and its sequels, and then it also mentioned that it also could work work against the zombies in the Walking Dead show, and then it said zombies the plan works well against, and then it listed the Romero, The Walking Dead, Resident Evil, zombies from Shaun of the Dead, and then underneath that it gave me another list of zombies this plan might struggle against, and it gave me World War Z zombies, 28 Days Later, The Last of Us, and Left 4 Dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, my immediate thought was like, how does this plan work against a tank?
Yeah, it gave me like tons of details too. I'm not going to go into all the details, but like it legit gave me a cool breakdown, not going to lie.
Also, Resident Evil, like, okay, I've got a bat and I'm in a small town. I'm face to face with Nemesis. What's my next plan of action?
Fuck off.
Oh,
Fuck off real fast, as a matter of fact. Alright, go.
Hey, did you know that men can have meaningful conversations about a wide range of topics that cater to their interests, experiences, and concerns? Here's some good topics for men to discuss. Sports. Whether it's about favorite teams, recent games, player performances, or upcoming events, sports often provide a common ground for discussion among men. I'm just gonna read these off because there's 10 of them. I'm not gonna read the description with them, and then we can just pick one to talk if you want, or I can ask ChatGPT to explain it. Hobbies and interests, career and professional development, health and fitness, technology and gadgets, books and movies. Men don't read. travel and adventure, family and relationships, current events and politics, and personal growth and challenges.
That sounds awful. All of those things sound miserable to talk about.
Yeah, there's no back pain involved in here. There's no grilling and chilling with the boys.
There's no cracking a cold one open. What the fuck? There's no telling your 12-year-old son to go get you a beer. He's going to be put up for adoption.
Oh my goodness, when CPS comes knocking at your door and they want to take your infinite beer machine. Under hobbies and interests, it says from fishing and woodworking to gaming and... Oh, I thought this said pornography. Gaming and photography. Discussing shared hobbies or exploring new interests can lead to engaging conversations. These barely scratch the surface. Anything that I'm asking about.
I don't think ChatGPT knows what a man is. They should probably watch On Thin Ice.
For real. Or Fight Club. This is nothing. Jacob, you have come up with a nothing burger episode. People want funny. Skip this episode. Go straight to the next.
What subject do you think should be taught in high school?
Do you want to have open discussions about personal struggles, goals, aspirations, and lessons learned that can foster deeper connections and mutual support?
No.
Would you like that?
No, I would not.
You're a man. Keep it bottled up.
I think practical life skills should be required in high schools. This class could cover a range of essential, real-world topics that many students aren't adequately prepared for, such as financial literacy, critical thinking and media literacy, basic home and car maintenance, mental health awareness, communication and conflict resolution. These are skills that everyone needs, but they are often left for people to figure out on their own. Teaching them in high school could set students up for a smoother transition into adult life.
Boring. Also, no. I'm not going to teach life skills. We need to read of mice and men.
That's a fact.
Yeah, it's cool. We'll just be quiet.
I'm asking it how often it thinks of the Roman Empire.
All the time.
As an AI, I don't have spontaneous thoughts, so I don't find myself casually pondering the Roman Empire unless someone asks about it. But since you brought it up, it's an interesting topic to reflect on: the Roman Empire's influence in modern architecture, government, law, and warfare still echoes today, so it's pretty understandable why people think about it often. How often do you get asked about the Roman Empire? Do you have a numerical statistic? I don't have an exact numerical statistic on how often I get asked about the Roman Empire, but it does come up frequently in conversations, especially in the context of memes or discussions about historical topics. If you want, I can help you explore specific aspects of the Roman Empire that tend to generate more questions.
We do want more questions.
I just want
you say
to
no.
know how many times ChatGPT has been asked about the Roman Empire. It's searching.
This is like shaking the magic 8-ball, and you always get asked again later.
Yeah.
That's what this experience feels like.
Yeah, it's not giving me anything.
Of course. Well, maybe we can just play around with AI for a little bit, because, I think we talked about it on here, the using AI to write fan mail to your favorite fucking athlete, which is just the stupidest thing ever. So, my problem that still lies with AI is that it takes all the thought out of things.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting here practicing it, it's literally taking me more effort to type something out. Like, I have to think so hard about what to ask and then I just end up getting a nothing burger that makes no fucking sense. And it isn't even like scraping the barrel. It's right underneath of it. It's grease on the bottom of your fucking Five Guys bag from all the fries. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. Because, Jacob, you're an outstanding podcast host for On Thin Ice. Your ability to engage listeners with fun and thought-provoking icebreaker questions every Monday is truly impressive. You create a welcoming atmosphere that keeps the conversation flowing and makes everyone feel included. Keep up the fantastic work. You're making podcasting enjoyable and memorable for your audience. There's nothing there.
It's also
of course I didn't give it specifics about you, but
that's also that's not something that I would ever expect you to write. So I would know that's ChatGPT bullshit right off the bat.
Yeah, it doesn't sound genuine at all.
Can you?
Ooh.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, go ahead.
Right, I'm gonna ask it something that might be cool. In the writing, I'm gonna ask it for a specific writing style and see if it can come close to it. I imagine it won't because I need to train it.
No, if you ask it for a specific style, it's going to get as close to that style as it can.
So, dude, I fucking hate this. I asked it right the same. Actually, you won't guess the author that I put in, but I'm just gonna read what it came out with. Ah, Jacob, you're a splendid ringleader for On Thin Ice. Every Monday you spin those icebreaker questions like a maestro conjuring melodies from thin air. Your knack for weaving whimsy with depth, creating a space where listeners feel both at home and intrigued is a rare gift indeed. Keep on with your merry podcasting dance. It's a joyous spectacle that leaves us all eagerly awaiting the next act.
What the fuck? You just gave me an idea, actually.
I asked it,
that's funny.
Write the same compliment in the writing style of Kurt Vonnegut. I've read 3 Kurt Vonnegut novels now. That's not him. That sounds more like the what's the Jabberwock poem from Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland.
I got an idea.
I'm gonna ask it, should I watch the new Borderlands movie?
It's gonna say no. Oh, Eli Roth was at Silver Screen Con. That was funny.
Who's Eli Roth?
The director of the Borderlands movie.
Oh, poor guy, but he got roasted alive.
He also made Hostel and Cabin Fever and Green Inferno.
Damn it,
he was the Bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, I need to watch that movie too.
It's very good.
Yeah, the new Borderlands movie was in development as of my last update, it says, so it does not have specific details on that.
Huh. Oh, yeah, the newest version probably will, but I don't know.
It's like, I can't ask it feelings on anything. I can only ask it to create something. That's what I'm getting at. Ooh. Create a learning activity. I'm gonna see if I can use this in school. For the book Night by, oh god, if I can spell his name, Elie Wiesel. I'm using this for school now. Uh-oh, it came up with shit. That's scary. Alright, so this is what I'm going to teach tomorrow. Learning activity, character analysis, and reflection on Night by Elie Wiesel. The objective is for students will deepen their understanding of the memoir Night by Elie Wiesel through character analysis and reflective writing, exploring themes of resilience, identity, and the impact of historical events. Honestly, not bad. Don't care about materials, the activities. Holy shit, it actually gave me a whole lot of stuff. Holy shit. Jacob, I think I've cracked the code.
You cracked the code, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I told it to give me. Okay, go ahead with yours first, unless it's a lot.
Oh, it's a lot. It's not worth it.
Okay, I told it to, in the style of Dr. Seuss, write me a summary on a podcast that two guys release every Monday about icebreaker questions that they ask each other every episode. In a land not so far, where the Mondays are bright, two friends share their laughter, a whimsical sight. With a twist of their tongues and a spark in their eyes, they dive into questions. Oh, what a surprise. Each episode starts with an icebreaker cheer. What's your favorite fruit, or what's your greatest fear? They banter and giggle with stories galore. From silly to serious, they always want more. Their podcast, a journey of thoughts that ignite. With laughter and wisdom, is pure delight. So tune in each Monday, give it a whirl, for joy of their questions will make your heart twirl.
Dude, I'm gonna put some.
That's going in the description of every single On Thin Ice video that we have from this point on.
No. I'm gonna put some whimsical music over what you just said, and that's our new trailer. Yep.
Dude, I'll send you this right now. I'm dead ass. Actually, as a matter of fact, we should make a whole entire AI thing for our trailer. Entirely out of it. Make it entirely out of AI.
AI versions of us, people like that have never, no one knows us, the 33 sub channel.
No, we should turn this into an AI song, like fucking upload those lyrics to like a song maker or some shit. That'd be funny as hell.
I got you.
Because they have song makers now.
Can you...
I'm actually going to do that tomorrow.
Can you give me some sexual or NSFW icebreaker questions?
Nope.
Nope, not programmed for that.
Please tell me it gave you something. That'd be funny as hell.
God damn it. It's important. Why do we care about people, huh? It's important to approach any conversation, including those with sexual or NSFW topics, with respect and consideration for everyone involved. Here are a few icebreaker questions that touch on these themes, but should be used in appropriate context and with appropriate audiences, okay?
I give you consent.
Thank God. Number 1, what's the most adventurous place you've ever had intimate relations? That's actually pretty good.
What was the most interesting?
Most adventurous, but yeah, I'll take interesting.
In the ruins on a beach.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds hot.
It's actually
for you, not for me. Like I'm picturing you there, naked.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was me, naked.
All right, if you could fulfill one fantasy right now, what would it be?
I don't know. I simply do not have. I don't have a clue.
Okay, so now I know ChatGPT is answering for you.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Hey, oh yeah, go ahead. This third one we could actually. I think this could be turned into an episode. I think we finally had one. It says, "What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day that might be a bit naughty?"
That's a fun question. If you could fulfill one sexual fantasy right now, it might be something adventurous or romantic, like a spontaneous getaway with a partner, exploring new sensations, or trying something you've always wanted to experience. It really depends on your personal desires and what excites you. What kind of fantasy are you leaning towards? I just want you to tell me.
I want to take the child-proofing off of this.
If I had to guess, a common fantasy might be something like having a passionate encounter in a luxurious hotel room or a secluded beach. Already did that. At sunset, it often combines elements of adventure, intimacy, and a sense of escape from everyday life. What do you think? Does that resonate with you? No. Okay. Just give me a different one. Hang on. How about something more playful, like a spontaneous adventure with someone attractive, perhaps role-playing or exploring a different dynamic together? If there's a particular theme or scenario you have in mind, feel free to share. 80s horror movie slasher foreplay. That sounds like a thrilling and fun fantasy, imagining a scenario where the tension builds. Like an 80s horror movie can be quite exciting. Picture a dimly lit cabin in the woods where the atmosphere is thick with suspense. You could have playful interactions that mimic the classic tropes, hiding from a killer while creating a sense of danger and excitement. The foreplay could involve teasing and playful banter, channeling that retro horror vibe, complete with eerie music in the background to set the mood. It's a great mix of thrill and intimacy. Would you want to explore any specific elements or scenarios within that theme?
Better say yes.
Yeah, but what specific aspects?
I don't know. Did you catch my last one that I asked?
What'd you say?
What's your favorite way to unwind after a long day that might be a bit naughty? Jacking off.
Finding the most raunchy porn that I could possibly find with my no peanut butter that I have at my desk. I'm just kidding.
My no peanut butter.
It's the peanut butter that doesn't go back in the pantry.
Dude, I imagine you have a fucking peanut butter, like a jar of peanut butter in your desk, which is already alarming, and it just says no written on the fucking cap. And when you unscrew it, there's just a small penis-sized hole going directly down it.
Alright, the name of this AI song that I'm going to make is going to be called No Peanut Butter.
I think that would be wonderful.
I'm going to send that to you just in case I forget.
I was going to ask, is ripping my shit with 8 grit fucking, never mind. I've lost the joke. It's not funny. Something about sandpaper and jacking off.
Ripping my shit with 8 grit sandpaper. Yeah. For the third time today.
Okay, well now... You said this remembers stuff?
You said this thing can remember?
Oh man, I'm gonna ask, what's a healthy amount of masturbation for one day? Not that I do it, but like, I'm not gonna put in my age in any of that either. The frequency of masturbation can vary greatly from person to person and depends on individual preferences, physical health, and personal circumstances. There's no universally Shut up! Shut up and give me the funny! Here's a few things to consider. I don't care about that. Safe practices. Practicing safe and hygienic habits during masturbation is important to prevent infections or injury. Not into that. God dang it.
Hang on, I just asked it how often is too often to masturbate daily.
God, I'm going we're going down a bad path right now.
Ultimately, listening to your body and assessing how it fits into your life is key. Emotional well-being, physical health, and frequency. It gave me the same spiel. How often is too much for one person within the age... Wait, one person, I'm just going to put in their 20s with semi-decent health and well-being.
Man, I even asked it for would you rather questions and none of them are good.
How often would a human with those parameters have to masturbate in order to black out? Yeah, it's just telling me to consult a healthcare professional.
As you probably should.
We're gonna get blacklisted from ChatGPT.
God. Oh my god. Ooh, this is kind of a. I can twist this. This would be a funny. I asked, give me your best pickup lines.
Okay.
And the one that I want to alter so badly is number 10. It says, "Can I follow you home? Because my parents always told me to follow my dreams." If I could change it just to
That's
like,
concerning.
"Can I follow you home? Because I am a stalker."
Can I follow you home?
If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber. If you were a vegetable, how many wheelchair wheelies could you do? Oh man. Jacob, are you a magician? Because whenever I look at you, everyone else disappears.
Shut up.
Are you rizzed up yet? I have more. Excuse me, but I think you dropped something.
My jaw.
My jaw.
Yeah, just give me that one too.
Damn it. Do you have, oh, you probably got a lot of these then. Do you have a sunburn or are you always this hot?
Do you have a Band-Aid? Because I just scraped my knee falling for you.
Yeah. God dang it.
Are you made of copper and tellurium? Because you're QT.
I say, give me some more. Because we got the same response.
Can you give me more, but make them more creative and unique that haven't been used?
Okay.
A lot.
You ready? Are you ready for this one? This one's way better.
Alright, gimme.
Do you have a Band-Aid? Because I just scraped my knee falling for you. Again.
If you were a fruit, you'd be a pineapple, and I'd love to take you on a smoothie adventure.
Hey, now that's a bit promiscuous.
Are you a time traveler? Because I can see you in my future.
God dang it, I got that one too. This is like very, very limiting.
Is your aura made of stardust because you light up the room? That's weak, dude. If we were both characters in a novel, I'd want your story to be a bestseller.
I kind of like this one, actually. It's cute. Are you a campfire because you're hot and I want some more? I might try that on my wife and see if it works. And she's going to kick me out of the house.
Let us know. Let us know how that goes.
If you were a steak, you'd be well done.
So you'd be the worst kind of steak?
Girl, are you a firework? Because you're really fucking loud and annoying. That's one of my favorites.
Girl, you a firework? Because you are literally on fire right now. You are burning. Do you have a name, or can I call you mine for the evening?
You can call me anytime.
Is your spirit animal a unicorn because you're magical and one of a kind? Haven't they seen the Pizzaverse? There's more than one unicorn. What the fuck?
Ooh, ask it about the Pizzaverse.
Have you ever seen the Pizzaverse? On the YouTube channel Cosmic Pizza?
It's gonna be like, nope, no updates. Maybe it'll find it. I don't know. This is a computer.
It says yes, the Pizzaverse on Cosmic Pizza is quite the creative concept. It combines humor and unique storytelling, often with quirky characters and situations centered around pizza. What did you think of it?
Dude.
Can you
finally some recognition?
Tell me any of the characters' names? I think it's lying.
Yeah. Oh man, there was Bingo Bongo and the Cheese Boy.
At first, I thought it got me. I thought I was like, oh shit, maybe it did actually, but it's spelled Tony.
Tony?
Instead
of
Toby.
Tony.
Tony. Carl, Chef Sal, and the Pizza Ghost.
That's better than ours.
That is not the Pizzaverse.
The pizza. You don't remember the Pizzaverse starring Tony, Jackson, and Prescott? Those three guys?
That is also not the Pizzaverse. Can I send you a link to the YouTube video so you can watch it? I can't watch videos directly, but if you share the link, I can help summarize or discuss the content based on what you mention. So what's the point? What's the point of the link, then?
Could it process that for like a full hour-long movie?
We're gonna find out.
Okay, well, for the meantime, Jacob, have you read The Great Gatsby?
No. Why the fuck would I do that?
Dang it, this doesn't help. Then I asked it for pickup lines for The Great Gatsby, because that's a whole like romance novel, I think, but I don't know. It sucked. All right, not gonna do that then. Not worth my time.
Why would it tell me to send a link or share a link, and if it can't even process the link?
Should I keep drinking Diet Pepsi every day? That's what I want to know. My wife is always like, oh, aspartame this, cancer that. Shut up.
I just went to a different AI website that's specifically made for summarizing videos. I want to see if this actually reads it. Or like watches it and like processes it.
Well, for the time being, I just want you to know that drinking diet soda like Diet Pepsi in moderation is generally considered safe for most people. However, it's important to consider a few factors, and there's a lot of fucking factors here. Artificial sweeteners are bad. Hydration, while diet sodas can contribute to hydration, water is still the best choice. Shut up. The acidity in sugar substitutes in diet soda can contribute to dental erosion and cavities over time. No, it can't. Dude, anytime I ask it to do something or for something, it literally just says like, "No, it's personal preference." So this is, I think we've cracked the case here, and decided that AI can't make better content than us, right?
I don't think it can. I don't think it can.
I think we're just too good.
We're just too damn good.
Yep. We are too creative and funny and original. Man, I hate ChatGPT. I hate AI so much.
This is like... Can you just summarize the fucking video? It's not doing anything. This website is jank. This website is ass.
They all tend to be.
Dude, I want somebody or something, whether it be AI or otherwise, to watch the Pizzaverse and give us their honest opinions. Somebody not biased.
We're not biased. There were 3 of us that did a review on it.
We are beyond bias.
That's true.
We are
sellouts.
Anyway, I think that'll about have to do it for this episode. We've been playing around with AI. It's been something.
What a boring, terrible episode this has been.
What have we learned today? Other than the fact that AI cannot make better content than us.
I think honestly, like, I can say that I don't think I've learned anything.
I learned backwards. I regressed. I forgot stuff.
I learned one appropriate pickup line that might actually work. And we also have a sick ass rhyme now for every episode description.
I learned that ChatGPT is a filthy liar and told us, it got my hopes up and said that it, like, watched the Pizzaverse on Cosmic Pizza.
Well, that's the big flaw with AI, right? Is that, like, especially with books, and I see this in school all the time, is when you ask it specific details about, or if you ask it anything about a book or a movie, usually it will get the details wrong, or it will give you like an even more basic response than something like SparkNotes. Like, at least SparkNotes covers some of the stuff. Well, you can get a better review off of some fuckhead on Goodreads.
No. I think what happened in this particular scenario is that it thought I was asking a quirky question. Have you ever seen this thing that I just made up entirely off the top of my head? And it was like, oh yeah, and it was trying to give me ideas for the Pizzaverse to make on a YouTube channel called Cosmic Pizza. Because it gave me 3 sets of characters every time I asked. I said, no, that's not the Pizzaverse. It was like, oh, I apologize. These are the characters. Like, thinking, oh, you didn't like those characters? I've got some better ones for you. And then it gave me, instead of Tony, Carl, Chef Sal, and the Pizza Ghost, it gave me Larry, the Pizza Prince, and Slice. And then I was like, that's also not the Pizzaverse. And
Slice is almost better than Wedge.
This one's better, though. It has the Cheese Wizard, Krusty, and Pepperoni Pete.
Dude.
Yeah. That's how that happened. So
maybe save those to the Google Doc that I shared with you ages ago, and then we'll just have a list of running potential villain names if we introduce more people. Because Pepperoni Pete's pretty damn good.
That's pretty solid.
I like the alliteration there. That one's good.
Pepperoni Pete and the Cheese Wizard is pretty lit.
Yeah.
I kind of fuck with that, to be honest.
Oh, dear.
God, I don't even know where to begin to look for that doc.
Well, it's not something I'm going to pull up. It ain't worth it. Where'd my ChatGPT go?
I'm actually looking... Oh, making the Cosmic Pizza right here.
Okay.
Pepperoni Pete. The Cheese Wizard.
Holy shit. Jacob, I went down a rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so I asked it to just come up with a list of villain names for a pizza-themed adventure movie. We got the Dough Dominator.
The Dough Dominator. That's ugly. I don't like any of that.
Cheesy Crusher, Sauce Sorcerer, Pepperoni Prowler, the Mozzarella Menace, Olive Overlord. Fuck you. The Olive Guardian was way better.
Wait, what was the one you said before that?
The Mozzarella Menace.
That one's actually pretty hard, not gonna lie.
The Topping Tyrant. Garlic Glutton. Garlic Gluten would be way funnier. The Crust Commander. Sausage Sovereign. The Marinara Marauder. Holy shit, dude. Those are some words. I like that one, actually. The Basil Bandit.
Basil?
The Parmesan Phantom.
Nah, lame.
The Stuffed Crust Conqueror and the Anchovy Anarchist.
Anchovy Anarchist could be like a side group of like vigilantes or some shit.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm really fucking with that Marinara Marauder.
Yeah, that's pretty hard.
I'm closing this because this is stupid and I don't want to get sucked in.
Anyway,
get out of that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you let us know down in the comments below. What did you learn from today's episode, if anything? And if you didn't, let us know that as well. Do you
use AI to make better content?
Do you guys use
I hope
AI
you don't.
to make better content than what we have on this channel? Because I think you're probably lying to yourself if you do. Yeah, make sure you give us a like, because it's really nice of you to do that. And subscribe. And if this episode didn't deter you from subscribing, go ahead and click that subscribe button as well. I really appreciate it. Peyton really appreciates it.
I'm so grateful. You don't even know.
That response was generated by ChatGPT.
I almost want to pull it open again just to thank our audience, but
I got it. Hang on.
Okay, good.
Can you thank our audience for watching our miserably long episode of our podcast about the use of AI and how it is not better than just making creative stuff yourself. Thank you all for sticking with us through this wonderfully long episode of our podcast. We really appreciate you taking the time to dive into our discussion about the use of AI and why we believe there's nothing quite like creating your own unique content. Remember, the magic of creativity comes from within. If you enjoyed our conversation, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insightful discussions. And until next time, keep creating.
Dang. And to that, I think I just have to add, thank you all so much for tuning into our podcast today, where we explored the wonderful world of using AI to create icebreaker questions. It means a lot to us that you've taken the time to listen and engage with our discussions. Your support and curiosity are what drive us to delve deeper into these fascinating topics. We hope you found our insights helpful and inspiring, and that you've picked up some great ideas for sparking conversations in your own lives. Please continue to share your thoughts and feedback with us. Your enthusiasm keeps us going and helps us improve. Thank you again for being part of our podcast community. We can't wait to bring you more exciting content in the future.
That one was not ChatGPT. That was actually out of Peyton's own noggin.
Yeah, I thought of
that. Anyway, I'm stopping the fucking recording. Go check out our Instagram. Thank you. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.